Do you have to spend money to make money? That's the burning question of the hour. Welcome. I am Blake Cahoon and of the Angelic Path, and we are going to address this question in this video today. So, first of all, I just want to get some quick housekeeping out of the way. First of all, if you do like this, please like and subscribe and notify. And then also, I want to let you know that we've got a new book coming out in February, Developing Your Psychic Abilities by Blake Cahoon. That's me. And that's the cover's going to be different. I don't like this cover, but we're editing it now. This is my editor's copy, and we're going to get that out to you in February. So, how did this subject of do you have to spend money to make money come up? Well, I was watching, sort of where I get my content is all different places. From your comments, if you would like to comment on this, I'd love to hear from you. And I want to say thank you very much for you being here. So, do you have to spend money to make money? So I was listening to one of my favorite YouTube influencers. She's a really sweet gal, a young person, and she was looking at some psychic development books. So I want to clarify that it was personal development books, not psychic development books. She is new to the YouTube world. She's only been in the game for about 5 years. She lived in Rochester, New York, so I have an affiliation because that's where I grew up. She's extremely enthusiastic, and because of her high energy, she's very motivational for me. She's been very motivational for me, and so she was going through all of these books, and in all of these books, they kept telling her, you have to spend money to make money. So as a result of that horrible advice, which we all grew up with if you're my age, she went into credit card debt. And I know I've gone into credit card debt in my past because somebody told me this same advice. You have to spend money to make money. And I want to tell you that maybe that was the case back in my day when I was her age. She's in her 20s. But it's not so today. It is not so today. And the one reason for that, technology. Technology. I'm coming to you on YouTube. There's a thing in social media. Social media is part of technology. We had this thing, I don't know if you noticed it, but this horrible thing for the last 2 to 3 years, and we've still got part of it. It's called the pandemic. And as a result of that, we all got locked up in our homes, away from our offices, and this company called Zoom became very popular. And we managed to stay in touch with each other through Zoom. We managed to work from our homes because of Zoom and Zoom-like platforms. I just happen to use Zoom, but there are quite a few other platforms, conferencing platforms that have come about and gained popularity over the last 2-3 years, but they've been around before the pandemic. Isn't it great that they're there? You've heard of the Great Resignation. Restaurants, unfortunately, were shutting down. Fast food places managed to do drive-thrus. But when we first got started with all this, we didn't know how to handle life. And as a result of the last 3 years, we've had to figure it out. Necessity is the mother of inventions. And it became necessary for us to invent things to cope with this new world, that we may not be going back to the old world. And that may be a very good thing. Along with the Zoom and conferencing calls. We have a lot more new industries pop up as a result of this. We have the metaverse, NFTs, we have cryptocurrencies, and we have YouTube and Facebook and all of those other social medias. And those are the two that I use mainly, and Instagram. We have all of those new tools that these are new industries where people are making real money. Platforms have been set up so that we've got lots and lots of content creators. This is a content creation, meaning that I'm giving you content, I'm giving you information. And because of all that, once upon a time, that used to be the truth. It's no longer the truth. It's no longer the truth. Do you have to have money do you have to spend money to make money? Not if you've got some imagination, not if you've got some commitment, not if you've got some outside thinking of the box, and you have some self-worth. You don't have to spend a lot of money in order to make money. I remember before we had technology, we had a lot of Tupperware type stuff. And one of the companies that I worked for a very short period of time in trying to make money, I don't have the stuff to sell door to door. But when it was safe to do that, there was a company, and I don't know if it's in existence anymore, frankly. I haven't heard from them for ages. Avon. Avon was very popular in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. At any rate, it was only $10 to get started with Avon. Well, that's why I got started, because I couldn't afford the $200 companies, but I could afford $10. It did make some money, but it really wasn't my bailiwick. So it's always been, if you have imagination, even before technology. I mean, back in the day, we had a Super 8 camera. You could actually do how-to videos with a Super 8 camera and advertise them in newspapers when they were actually papers. We had that kind of classified advertising. It was a different time. Now is a different time. Now is a new time. Now is the new creator economy. If you wanted to do YouTubes, one, YouTube is free, and two, all you need is a smartphone, because it has a camera on it. You just need to set it up and film. Some imagination, something to talk about, and commitment. If you're going to be on YouTube, you really have to be committed. When I started out doing YouTubes, I have a webcam. I use a webcam. I'm actually shooting this through a variety of filters from Zoom. And I did get a new mic, which is up there. I'm going to have to really crank the volume up right here because it's been very low, but that's okay. I'll do that. And then somebody gave me a ring lamp as a gift, but you can use a window. That's what I'm using right now. So yeah, that didn't cost me anything. This cost me about $30. So again, the Great Resignation and the pandemic has really created a new economy. There's no going back, and why would we want to? We have the ability to do the things we love. If you've got a creative soul, if you can have a passion about anything, you could teach it to somebody on YouTube or on Instagram or Facebook. Now, one of the things that people tell me is, I would be so scared. I would be so scared to get on camera. Or I'm so afraid of failure. And on the flip side is that I'm so afraid of success. People are actually afraid of success. And what I say to you is you may not be ready for this. Again, here is, that's Anna. So, and when you first get on camera, it's going to be messy. And you're going to have to learn things. There's going to be a learning curve. For example, with this video, normally I can get on camera and just speak and not have to do a lot of editing. I already know that I'm going to do a lot of editing on this particular video. So you're going to need to learn things like how to use a mic, how to edit, which is not as hard as it seems if you're a little bit of, you have a little technical abilities. If you don't, then you might have to find, your grandson, granddaughter, son or daughter to be able to do it or figure it out. There are a lot of YouTube videos on all that. But find your passion. Regardless of if it's a YouTube or social media thing, or simply woodworking in your garage, or crocheting something, or crafting something. I mean, we've got Etsy out there for crafts. We've got low content books, which actually I'm planning to put together and make available to you because I need a planner. So I might as well design one. And then if it works for me, it might work for you. And so I'll be offering that soon. But find your passion. There are, and if any skill sets out there, you can look up any of the social media platforms. There is a content library under YouTube. And I'm not tooting it just because I'm on YouTube, but I am finding that this is a really great medium to use. And there are great courses out there on streaming. And if you don't know about streaming, go ask somebody. You'll be able to find it through Roku or Apple Stick or a couple other things. I actually use Roku. Lots of available stuff. And then if you're really old-fashioned, you can always go to the library. Go find a book, pick it up, read it. There are so much things out there that you can learn, skill sets you can learn, skill sets you already have. Use them. Share them with other people, but share them because you want to share them, not just to make money. But do you have to spend money to make money? Not anymore. In a very short answer, no, you don't. There are things around you and opportunities out there that once you're ready, they are still going to be there for you. And if you're not ready, why not? Explore the reasons why you have no money in your bank account. Explore the reasons why you don't want to step up to the plate and make the world a better place by sharing your knowledge with others, because people are waiting for that knowledge. I learned about YouTubes from a great deal of wonderful people out there, including the young lady, including a couple different companies that are out there, and they all know each other. And I was very lucky from the standpoint that all I did was watch a bunch of videos. And I now, mind you, with YouTube and video production, I actually have a college degree in it. So I have an advantage over some of other people. But the fact is that people started out getting scared, and it's going to be messy at first. It was for me. It's what editing's about. But the more you get into it, the more you're going to be okay with it. So what I want to tell you is, do you have to spend money to make money these days? The answer is emphatically no. You have imagination, you have technology available to you, you have the smarts, you have a story to share, and skills to share. You are a unique individual, and people want to hear from you. So are you making excuses? And you might want to explore the whys of that, because I hear a lot of excuses. And I know a lot of people who are complaining about money. And we know that through law of attraction, that the more you complain about money, the more money is going to repel against you, because you're complaining about it. You're basically saying, I don't have any money, to the universe. And guess what? The universe always agrees with you. The universe always agrees with you. So what are you telling it? So I hope you like this video. If you do, please consider subscribing, liking, and hitting the notification button. I want to say thank you for being here. See you next time, and many blessings.